What's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. Just woke up not so long ago. Just started to get ready for my day. I have to go out and make some more money. You know what I'm saying? Every day is what we do. We go out and make that bread. But I just did a cool vlog featuring my twin brother, Words from a True Legend. And, it was pretty dope, man. If you haven't seen it, you could go check it out on my YouTube channel. It was just the last video. Or you could just look at one of the thumbnails. Is like a pinkish, like grimy type, smooth type thumbnail that says Words from a True Legend on it. And I just want to give a shout out to my twin brother. Keeping it real, keeping it buck. And that was fun. So we had a little conversation after that, and he was like, "That's pretty cool," and I was like, "That's pretty cool." And we're thinking about doing like a little podcast show, and I think that would be pretty cool because you get to witness and hear a lot of like history, like backstory from years ago, from when we first started, and all the turmoil and things that we were going through at that time, and we were young. You know what I'm saying? Like young pups in the world, not really knowing about business or how to handle business, just jumping into everything because we're talented individuals. And if we don't have the talent, we will take the time to learn the talent and perfect that craft. We've always been like that throughout our lives, no matter whether it was, in our early, adulthood or like our late teens. Even before that, when we was in elementary school, we would fight to learn any and everything. Our teachers are always like, those two twins right there, man. They put forth max effort, and we've always done that. Period. No matter what. I don't know if that's because if that was just our own grit, or if that was my mother that was inside of us, because she was a very, very strong woman. Very strong. I'm talking about so headstrong, and it's kind of crazy. 'Cause that's where me and Legend get that whole, just that strong will. And she used to pop off and get into stuff with people too. Like people working outside. She used to pop off and get into things with people as well, because she would never back down. She was always just headstrong. She had that grit, that heart. And she would always say what's on her mind. And my pops is just nutty. He'll tell you straight to your face, like, F you, and dare you try to do something, you know what I mean? Or my pops will just snuff you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wilding out. Excuse me. I apologize for that. I need some water. But, so that's what me and Legend, where we get it from, coming up, you are what you see, you know what I'm saying, what you eat, you know what I'm saying, what you digest. And my family was just crazy. I can't even hold y'all on that. You know what I'm saying? Like half the time when me and Legend would get into beef in the streets, it wasn't even our beef. It was our older brothers beefing, knocking niggas out, shooting at niggas. And then they can't get to them. They try to come at us. But the only problem is they didn't know who they were dealing with out here, well, especially in Long Island, because we was coming from the mean streets of Brooklyn, East New York, Brownsville. Now, if you don't know about East New York, Brownsville, it's over by Pickens Avenue and in that area. You gotta be rough, like you gotta be tough. Like we were fighting like every day. And that's funny because me and Legend were the new cats. We were coming from Long Island, going to Brooklyn to live with my aunt because she took us out of a foster home. We had a rough life, man. We had a pretty crazy journey. We were in a foster home, and out there in BK, they tried to test you, but we would never back it down. We were fighting like every day or every other day. The teachers, their principals calling my aunt like, "Yo, they keep fighting." My aunt's like, "But what do you want them to do?" They knew people testing them They have to stick up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can't just be punked because they get punked one time. They're going to be punked for the rest of their life living out here. I remember my aunt, some dude punked me downstairs. He sunned me, put his hand on my head like that and mushed me because he was trying to talk to my cousin, my older cousin. She's a female, and I wasn't trying to have it because she was like kind of getting frustrated. But he sunned me. I went upstairs. I was in tears crying. She said, "Why are you crying?" I said, "The dude hit me in the head." "But why are you still up here? Did you fight him?" "Nah." She marched me back downstairs. We lived on the 6th floor in Brooklyn. So that's all the way up there. She didn't even take the elevator. She like made me run down the stairs. We get all the way down there. She's like, "Which one is it?" "Did you mush my, you know what I'm saying? My nephew?" Little dude, he started like trying to pop off. Get him. I put my shit up, nigga. Nigga, I beat the shit out. Beat the brakes off this motherfucking thing. Cause I knew if I ain't beat this thing, nigga, he hit me out of the couch, eating them shit. Hit me, nigga, hit me. I beat the brakes off this nigga. Cause I knew if I went back upstairs, my aunt was going to whoop my ass. And I'd rather take a street ass whooping than get upstairs to that belt. You know, you know what I'm saying? And then have her looking at me 24/7 like, "I can't believe you fucking put the family to shame." You know what I mean? But then after that dude gave me respect. And then from that point forward, I knew never to back down. Then I also remember, reason why we was in the foster homes because my pops was crazy. My pops literally got into a scrap session with the police. You know what I'm saying? With 5-0. Then knocking out 150, and then all the other cars come. So then he jumped in his V and he started peeling out. You know what I'm saying? Running red lights and everything. He get to the crib. You know what I'm saying? We live in Long Island, so we got driveways, long driveways. He whipped into the long driveway, put the car, turn the car off. He fucking runs into the house. He's like, "Yo, turn on the lights, turn off the lights." This nigga runs upstairs to the master bedroom, rips off all his clothes, and jumps into the bed and act like he fucking sleeping. My is stupid, son. He a wild boy. 5-0 get to the crib because they already knew who he was. They ran a license plate. You can't come here. You got to go and finish. No, you not. I'm having a video. You got to go. He runs a license plate. They run a license plate. He runs in. That means the cops come to the crib. They kick the front door in. One cop was outside checking the hood to make sure that was the car. Because, you know, that's what they do. They check the hood to see if the hood is hot. The hood was hot. They run in. You know what I'm saying? They run to the house. They get to the master bedroom. My pop's still acting like he was sleeping. Nigga, you ain't sleeping. They kicked this bedroom in. They kicked our bedroom door in too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Man, they in there tussling again. They slamming them up. You know what I'm saying? They fighting them. They fighting. See, back in the days, the cops out here in Long Island, they were big dudes. They used to be like, they will fight you. You want to fight? They will fight you on the street. You know what I'm saying? But the dudes in the hood, they never back down. Long Island niggas got grit. You know, people don't know that. They think you think because the suburbs because the salt. No, every place is a hood. You know what I mean? Even in the suburbs, little suburbs, you got the hood. But the problem was they started going through his stuff. They said, "He got any guns in the house?" And my stepmom at the time would say, "Yeah." And she went into the closet. She started pulling out the guns. So my pops had sawed-off shotguns and shit in the closet. And, you know, shit is illegal. You can't saw them shits off. She pulled out like 4 guns. That was it. And it was gone. So he got arrested for, you know, assaulting the police, running red lights, evading, and illegal weapons. So they shipped his ass off. I think it was doing time. You know what I'm saying? My pop's doing time. But that ain't the only time he doing time. He did mad time. His rap sheet, my pop's rap sheet is like yay long. You know what I mean? Nothing to be proud of, but it's still street cred, putting in that work. So you have to understand, me and Legend seeing this. My older brothers, we seeing this 24/7. It's like the movies, like Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying? Boys in the Hood. We're living that. Where you think they get these films from? From the streets. But we're actually living this hardcore, hard body. Guns in the house, drugs in the house, drug dealers, you know what I'm saying, in the house. My pops was a landlord. So he was getting properties because he knew how to do real estate and shit. So he was getting properties illegally and renting them out. So think about that. So all these households, who he's renting to? Niggas on welfare. He was only charging like $300 a month, dirt cheap. But he was betting on those welfare checks every first and 15th of the month. So but then you also had drug dealers living in the same house with like you know what I'm saying, dope fiends, crackheads, you know what I'm saying, all that. So they would selling to the tenants. They were making money just living in the house. It was crazy times right there, son. But we seeing that, you know what I'm saying? But so that's what me and Legend get our grip. We chill now. If you listen to Legend's voice on that last video, you can hear how calm and cool collective he is. You know, I'm calm, cool, collected too. I get a little amped because I have a little energy. You know what I mean? But we're more calm now than we were 10, 15 years ago. We were out there in the streets. We were wilding out. And then Legend was moving mad shit. He was hustling. How we gonna get that bread? How we gonna eat? How we gonna buy this? Don't get the new sneakers. We gotta stay in fashion with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Legend jewelry was off the meat rack. Big chains, big ass shits, watches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me, I never went that route. I'm not the flashy type. You know, it just never, I don't know, never came to me to be flashy like that. You know? But to him, Legend, you know what I'm saying? He's a rap artist Legend, you know? So, I wouldn't mind going that route though, don't get me wrong, but it just never, if it comes to me, it comes to me, but I don't go seek it, you know? But yeah, we used to be wilding out, we used to be out there doing our thing, and then music started, so then we started doing the music stuff, and then we started getting the name for ourselves, and we just started going, we started rocking out. You know what I mean? But that's just who we are, man. We're very headstrong people. Like, we just don't have like fear. For us, it would take a lot to fear us because we've seen so much. We've seen like the bottom of the bottom. We've been at the bottom of the bottom. Like, you know, just we had people run through our house with guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? So if I've had that done, I'm not going to fear that. I already know. I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? The bullets flying past my head. You know what I'm saying? We going back at niggas. We got banana clips downstairs. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got stab wounds on my back. You know, like, it's just sometimes just living in the hood, it can be hard. You know what I'm saying? It could be hard. It could be easy. You could skate by. You could, you know what I'm saying? You can mind your business, not say nothing. You just, you know. But that's just not my family. My family wasn't like that. We was in the midst of it. So if you're in the midst of it, you just learn from it. And you kind of like become it. You know, I kind of like pushed back on a little bit, stayed back, you know, as much as I could. But that the proof of that is that I survived. Legend survived. We got out. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I live in a different hood. I don't live in that same hood. But I go back anytime, like, what up? You know what I mean? But yeah, Legend lives in a different hood too. We're just chilling out. There's so much stuff in my mind. Like, there's so much stuff I want to tell you right now that I'm holding back saying, because it's gonna be for Legend's documentary. But we've been through it, man. We've been through it, and I'm just thankful that he came on to my YouTube channel and did what he did. It just goes to show you that even though people don't say it, they be thinking it. And me personally, I just like for producers to break out of the same trend, do their own thing, make their own lane, own path. If it's possible, learn how to mix and master, and then, you know, we can have something new and different rather than the same stuff. You know, I get tired of it, you know. And it's just, you know, that's my feelings. It's your boy Old Fire Dynasty, though. Just a nice little cool vlog. I'm gonna start doing these more often. get that rolling again. But peace out, everybody. It's your boy. All right, I'm back. That that first 15-minute segment, I was like, all right, man. But I was like, let me record something else. Let me jump back in here really quick. And like I said in yesterday's video, I got back in touch with my family, Reek the Villain, and it's not like I couldn't have reached out to him many years ago and stuff like that. I could have, but my mind wasn't on that level because I was doing other stuff, and I had my own turmoil. I got a family of 3 kids, not one, not 3 kids. Work, my girl, trying to do music, do graphic design, and build websites from scratch. You know, it'd be so much going on in my head, so much stuff that I'd be doing that I don't get a chance to reach back and touch those loved ones. So earlier this week, I was thinking to myself, I was like, what am I doing? I said, yo, I haven't reached out and touched any family members, spoken to them, and we forget where we come from. My bad, the memory card was full. So, we're dealing with, people that we don't fully know or really know. And like especially on like Instagram, Snapchat, Thriller, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all these different platforms, you come to know, you come to meet these new people, but you don't really know them. They don't really know me. I mean, now you know me because you see how truthful I am. And I speak the real. And you kind of like know my demeanor, my characteristics, which is I just keep it buck. I keep it real. Even if you don't think I keep it real, I keep it real. I speak my mind. I've said my apologies. What I'm saying, for any problems I may have caused people or harm I may have caused people, and I just keep it moving. But I was thinking to myself, like, yo, we forget where we come from. Our childhood, people we grew up with, we went to grade school with, or we went over their households and had their mothers cooked us dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just like family. We bled with each other. We fought with each other. We made sure others didn't get harmed. Like we put the word in, like, nah, don't fuck with him. No, don't fuck with her. Like don't do that. Nah, chill. You know what I mean? Just there's different situations, a lot of situations that have come up in the past when we were younger that give us that tighter bond than just dealing with people online that you don't really know. You haven't gone to war with each other, and I was thinking to myself, like, I gotta get back in contact with people, because the past can change your future. The past can bring about a brighter future. And that's the reason why I reached out. And, and like Rick always does, he always shows up. And he's like, yo, what's good, Bob? You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. We text messages going crazy back and forth with each other, you know what I mean? And that's when I hit Legend, like, yo, what the hell? So, and don't get me wrong, Legend and Rick, they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, every once in a while, they hit each other like, yo, what's good? We go to this track, blah, 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 blah. But I'm talking about me. I always look at me as an individual. I personally haven't reached out to Reek, you know what I'm saying, in a long time. So me personally, I'm talking about me. And it's gonna be big things to happen in the future, because whatever he needs, I got him. You know what I'm saying, whatever he need artwork, I got him. Easy, 1, 2, 3, done. And one thing you have to understand is that he's an artist in the industry. If you go on iTunes right now, you see all his music there, all his albums. And he's legit an artist in the industry. Been there with, recording the songs with big time artists in the music industry. All the news outlets, they know his name. You say Rick the Villain, they're going to either know him for himself or they're going to know him for being classified with other known people in the industry that brought him into the game. Funny story, I went to go watch Fast and the Furious. I think it was number 5, Fast 5. And I remember watching the movie like, oh, this shit great. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my girl. We're on a date. And at the end of the movie, you know, you always chill to let the credits roll. Because when you let the credits roll, sometimes it's like a little extra clip at the end. I'm listening to the song that comes on, and I'm like, I hear Buster. Like, Rick the Villain. I'm like, yo, this my cousin. Like, yo. Excuse me, I still didn't get that glass of water. But think about that. You know what I'm saying? You in a movie theater and you hear your cousin on the big screen, music blasting, he spitting those bars, killing them. Like, yo, it's my guy. Telling my girl, I'm like, yo, this is my cousin right there. And she's like, yeah, that's Rick. I know. Because she know Rick. I mean, because me and Legend, we always speak highly of Rick. Tell everybody, oh, that's Rick the Villain, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And that was a cool moment, man. I remember calling Legend, like, when I got out the theater, I'm like, yo, this nigga Rick on the Fast and Furious soundtrack. He doing it, son. He doing it, man. I'm so fucking happy for him. Legend was like, word, I gotta go watch that movie now. That's that bringing money for them niggas, you know what I'm saying? And then Legend hit me back. It's like, yeah, I just heard this shit. That shit is crazy, you know? And we always rooted for him. You know what I mean? No matter we was talking with him at that time or not, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just so ill. It's so ill, man. To see him do it and see him go through all his turmoil and never give up. That's another reason why people should never give up, man. But he's in the industry, you know what I'm saying? He's going through the crazy thick of it. And never give up. And so go check out Rick the Villain. His music is on, you know, iTunes. Just Rick the Villain. You can look at the title and go support, man. It's my family. Don't forget to go check out Old 5 Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? I'm on iTunes. New single pop shows at them. And just want to let you know, when y'all hear people say legacy in these videos, they're talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Legacy is my childhood nickname, so it's Legend and Legacy. I go by 005 Dynasty now because I want to like reinvent myself with my company, but I still go by Legacy. Like somebody say, "Yo, Legacy," I'm like, "Yo, what up?" And so yeah, Legacy. And what we're gonna do is we're also gonna get Legend music. We're gonna get his music up there soon too. The reason why we haven't put any of Legend's music up there is because he was recording back in the days a lot. And a lot of times we use samples with his material, dope tracks, but it's the sample clearance part. So we're going to get original content that has no samples, and we're going to get it out there and start his music career. He's been doing it, but start his online music career as an independent, you know what I'm saying, label, moving his music. But back on the past. So the past can bring forth amazing things, amazing just feelings, like feelings of just strength, feelings of just being like home and just, you know, remembering those funny moments or those cool moments. And I remember going into the studio with Legend and Reek before they were Legend and Reek. You know what I mean? Like, Reek didn't even he wasn't even called Reek the Villain. You know what I'm saying? He was called something else. He was called like Langston Hughes or something because he was like a poetic hip hop rapper. You know what I'm saying? His punchlines and metaphors was just through the roof. And Legend, I think he was always Legend actually. I don't remember him going by any other name, but and these are house studios. It wasn't like the big studios. It was house studios. So we going into how one producer name was One Touch. He was pretty dope though. You know, One Touch. That was his whole thing. He had the keyboard recording everything on the keyboard. Not even like big studios. I'm talking about he's recording into like a keyboard. Crazy, but and I remember just going there with them, and I would just be with them. At this time, I was not a music producer. I was not a rap artist at all. I was not a graphic designer either. I was just with them. You know, we just family rolling together. And I would just be there sitting and I should watch Reek always over there writing his rhymes. He's writing in the book, and then when it's time for him to get up and spit, he just put the book down and get up and start. And his the stuff I used to hear come out of his mind is so asking, it's so like out of this world. I just be like, this motherfucker is so dope, son. You know what I'm saying? Then let you get up there with that smooth swag, spitting those bars. I'm like, oh, this nigga so dope. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be there just watching them. And just those times alone, when I think about it, like especially this week, when I go back into creating music, I'm gonna have those type of feelings in my heart, in my mind, and my soul, because were the best times. Just sitting there in a room, and it's like three, four of us. Then you got the engineer, which is one touch. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it was more because then you had Odyssey, Flames to be in there because he was the one who introduced us to One Touch. That's going to be all in the document just coming. And I don't want to give too much away. Then we had another rapper named Germs. He was ill. He was, you know what I'm saying? And then my best friend, Genesis, Kareem, he passed away. Rest in peace. He took his own life. And it's kind of sad. He's the one who taught me how to dance too. Like legit taught me how to break dance, how to wave, and all that stuff, pop and lock. And he's not here. He's no longer here with us. And so yeah. But we used to be there, recording. Yo, you coming? Yo, you bring it, Reek. Yo, Reek. Everybody love Reek because he number one, he gives you the most respect, the highest praise. You know what I'm saying? And top honors, no matter who you are. But then when he would come, he would lay down so much fire, it would make everybody step their game up. Period. Reek is one of my favorite artists of all time. He would make everybody step their game up to the max level. And those were good times there. I mean, that's just one studio. I got stories for other studios and this studio, that studio, and just the history goes deep. But it's just, I think most of y'all on YouTube, you should go back to your past. Reach out to some of your old friends. Reach out to some of these other people that are, and when you speak to them, it's real love. It's like you in a grocery store and you see one of your old friends. She's like, "Oh, yo, what up?" And you give like the biggest hug you could possibly give. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember those times that you used to have, and everybody got separated. But for the rest of that day, or maybe for the rest of the week, or maybe for the rest of the month, or maybe for the rest of your life, you're going to remember that hug you just gave that friend because it's going to bring you back to your childhood memories of all the good times. Or even all the bad times, but the bad times turn back into good times once y'all make peace or whatever, you know what I mean? And then go back and make some music. Then go back and sing a song, write a song after that. Because I've done it just now, and it felt amazing. So I reached out to Low Loco. I haven't spoke to him in a while. Said, yo, what's up? I'm saying, just gave him a shout out in my last video on Instagram. Shouted him out, and I'm gonna continue to shout him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like this is family, and there's history there, and there's love there, real love, not just that fake love, not. Just that jumping from, a YouTube channel to YouTube channel and saying, oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? I really like this, just to say it, just to try to boost up somebody else's ego. You don't need to do that. To me, if people are doing that, I don't really see the reason why. We're all here on this earth. We all have heart. We all have grit. We all have strong feelings. You should be able to boost up your own ego. You shouldn't depend on a comment on YouTube to boost up your ego or to make you feel good. Because if that's the case, then you're really dealing with some mental issues, some mental struggles, and maybe you should go see a professional. But you shouldn't depend on people you don't know to boost you up. Go back to your past, man. And hopefully your past isn't that bad. I mean, my past was crazy bad. And I still look toward my past, and I look towards the good things that was in my past. And I'm gonna continue to reach out to more people, like my older brother Almighty. I haven't spoken to him in years. But whenever I had problems and I needed something handled, my older brother came through. You know what I'm saying? With the, you know what I'm saying, burning on him like, yo, who, you know what I'm saying? He ready to lay people down for me, or my twin brother, or my older brother Duke. You know what I'm saying? Or call him out, and if he couldn't handle it, if it was above, you know what I'm saying, his pay grade, then he call him the big time uncles. And those are like the warlords. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't reached out to anybody in such a long time. They all got kids and stuff, and I'm just over here just minding my business, dolo. And it's time to stop that. And I think y'all should stop that too. Y'all should get back to the people who really love y'all and not this fake YouTube stuff. You know? People, they drop videos, they throw subliminal comments at me, and it's like, for what? I don't care about y'all. I'm not worried about y'all. I'm not jumping from channel to channel doing comments of comments. Like, I don't care. I'm going back into being me, perfecting my craft, and just being bomb. You know what I'm saying? One with my talent, but at the same time, reaching back to my real loved ones and my real family members who really care about me. And I'm going to move forward strong, 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 really strong. I'm not stopping. I'm not playing. I'm going to be here. 05 Dynasty. Watch.